Let's say you have $500 to spend on your YouTube studio setup. In this video, I'll be telling you what I would do with $500, so let's go.
You gotta just press record.
Hey, what's up? It's Omar Eltakrori with Think Media, helping you build your influence with online video. And on this channel, sometimes we do YouTube strategy videos as well as YouTube studio setups, just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So with having $500, I believe that's a solid and awesome amount of money to invest in your YouTube studio. But I wanted to break down this setup in two different parts. Essentially, the first part is going to be using your smartphone. Yes, I think you can actually use $500 to build out everything that surrounds your smartphone's video and actually level up your smartphone. And when you're ready to buy a camera, buy an awesome camera and you're gonna have pro equipment. The other option is to actually buy this all included with a camera. And so with that being said, make sure to check out the links in the description below to alternatives and all the things that I mentioned in this video. But before we break down this setup, I wanna talk about something that I teach a lot of the times here on Think Media, and that is an acronym, and it's called ALVIS, not Elvis, the singer dancer, ALVIS, A-L-V-S. And it's really important to know what this stands for, because when you're shopping, or even as I use as a checkup when I'm actually shooting YouTube videos, is this very acronym. And the first thing is audio. What is my audio? How am I capturing audio? Is my audio great? Number two is lighting. How am I lighting myself? How is other things being lit in the setup or the studio? Thirdly is video. How am I capturing this? How does this look on video? All these things you want to ask yourself. And then last is S, which is stabilization, which could be a tripod, it could be a stack of books, it could be whatever it is for you. But those are the four elements that I use to break down every setup, as well as a checklist I use when I'm actually about to film. So when it comes to upgrading your audio, I think there's two ways you can go about it. Number one is you can get a wireless lavalier solution. This is a pack that connects wirelessly to your phone or your camera, and then this can clip onto your shirt and is now your mic, no matter how far or close you are from the camera. I think this is great because of the consistency. If you need to walk around or change your scene, you'll always have consistent audio going into your camera or smartphone. And so the one I would recommend is the Comica Boom XD wireless lavalier. It costs $185 at the time of shooting this video. Maybe that's kind of pricey considering what you've spent on audio in the past, but I'm telling you right now that you never want to cheap out on audio, especially you never want to cheap out on wireless audio. And so this is a reliable solution, comes with everything you need right in the package, is a great solution. Now, maybe you don't want a wireless lav and you don't want to clip this on. There is another way around that. Let's go check it out. So the next audio solution I would recommend is actually booming your audio, essentially putting the microphone right out of frame. So right now I'm actually using a lavalier like mentioned earlier, very similar to the one I recommended. But when I am doing talking head videos, like sitting down, I actually have a mic that is boomed up outside of the frame. And because I'm not moving, it works really well. And the mic I actually recommend if you do this is the Deity D4 Duo. Now, we made a video on this mic and it's an incredible mic, not only just for YouTube talking head or anything like that, but also for vlogging, because there's actually two microphones. There's a mic coming in from the front and a mic coming from the back, but you could shut it off whenever you're not using the rear mic. I love how this mic sounds when used as a boom mic, and obviously when booming it, it's not gonna come with that. So you're looking at about $90 for the mic itself. And then the boom that you want to invest in costs in around $25. Then you want to buy an extension aux cable or a 3.5 millimeter wire that will hook up to either your smartphone or your camera. And then lastly, you want to buy adapters so that you can actually screw on this mic. Now, I put, again, everything in the description below, but this is an also awesome audio solution, but also versatile, because if I'm going to go out and vlog, I can go ahead and screw this off, pop it on my smartphone and or my camera, and now I have good audio no matter where I go. But depending on the type of content you're creating, maybe you don't need a mic like this and you actually do need a consistent audio solution that hooks up to your shirt because you're moving around, you're cooking or what have you. But like I said, if you're stationary and you're just talking into a camera like I do many of the time, then having a boom solution like this might be the way to go for you. Now, I do want to mention, regardless of what mic you go with, if you are using your smartphone, you might want to buy the adapter, because a lot of the times smartphone companies have removed that headphone jack or that mic jack. And so definitely invest into the adapter that is required for your specific smartphone. For my iPhone 11, I need the Lightning to 3.5 millimeter adapter. It's like 10 bucks, but this will allow me to use a mic with my smartphone. So with that being said, that covers all things audio. And we like to say here at Think Media that audio is 50% of video. It's very important, but the next phrase is just as important, and that is lighting is everything. And I wanna tell you about my personal favorite light, and I think the #1 light for all YouTubers in my opinion. So let's go check that one out. Now, my favorite light of all time has to be this one right here. It's called the GVM 100 watt cob light. And if you've never heard of cob lights before, essentially they're very powerful LED lights, but because of their power and how small they are, they're able to put out a very wide light at such close distance. And so I know that's a lot. I actually made a video on this light specifically, so if you wanna check that out, you can click the link in the YouTube card and in the description below. Check out that video. But all in all, what really makes this light is this softbox lantern that it comes with. And in the kit for $280, you get everything you need here. And I think, you know, a lot of people would probably recommend you get a whole lighting kit, like 3 lights if you had 500 bucks. In my opinion, I think you should get a high quality light. And this one light has lit so many of our videos and you'd be surprised, but it's because it's so soft and it spreads out so nice. It gives out a great cinematic and also flattering look. Now it's $280 before taxes. And another thing about this light I just wanna mention, you can light 2 people with this light. If you put the light in the middle and you have 2 people next to each other, you can also light them with one light. Another reason why I love this kit. But all that to say, if you want a more budget-friendly option, you're gonna lose out on some features, and that is because the 100 watt is both bicolored and powerful at 100 watts. But the alternative is called the 80 watt, and you can buy the same kit, but it's an 80 watt, so it's not as powerful. And it only shoots out at 5600 Kelvin. And so you can't change the temperature of the light, but nonetheless, you can get the similar look. The 80 watt with the lantern softbox and the light stand and everything you need is gonna cost you $200, which is $80 less than the 100 watt bicolor option. So just something to think about when it comes to lighting. Now, that is what I recommend for your main, what you would call key light. I do think it is important to get maybe an accent light here and there. Nothing crazy, but you can check out this newer LED little light kit. It's just $42 if you want to splash some light in the background. So if you can see here, there's a light over in the corner that's just splashing on the wall. And in any scenario you can, that could come in clutch, whether that be a hair light or you use it as a light in the background or some sorts. But for $42, you can get 2 lights and use it for 2 different things. Just wanted to let you know that could be something you would want to do. So that is the lighting setup I would recommend. I know just one light would do the job, and that's not popular opinion, but I'm telling you, trust me, that's the light. And I'm actually using the light right now. I shut off all the lights in the studio, and so that's the only light lighting me right now, and it looks great, it's flattering. And then I have that accent light in the back, which you can look into. Again, links in the description below. Now, the next element in this setup is video. And for this first part, I wanted to use my smartphone as the centerpiece of this studio setup. I think smartphones have shot incredible video as of the last at least 3 to 4 years. And so I think leveling up all the gear I'm talking about in this video to go along with your smartphone is really wise, because a lot of people would think they need a brand new camera when the reality is they just need better audio and lighting. As you can see here, this is my iPhone 11 Pro in 4K at 30 frames per second. And now my iPhone is a older camera. It's over a year old, but still shoots incredible video, especially with all this gear surrounding it. But I never wanna leave you without a tip, because it's not really a camera. I just wanted to let you know that this tip, a lot of people don't know this, but smartphones usually come defaulted at 1080p. And so when I opened up my iPhone out of the package, it was 1080, 60 frames per second. And what you're gonna wanna do is actually go into your settings and change the default to 4K, 24 or 30 frames per second. Those are the best real-time frame rates. And just to make sure that even though you have a 4K smartphone, that you're not shooting in 1080. And so you're getting the best quality out of your smartphone as much as possible. Now, the fourth element in this setup is stabilization. And I wanted to talk about this tripod here. This actually isn't the exact tripod that I'm recommending, but the tripod I recommend is the Mac Trim tripod, and it actually comes with a smartphone clamp. And so what I love is I've been using a very similar tripod to the Mac Trim for probably 3 years now, I believe. This is the KNF concept. It doesn't come with a phone mount and is a little bit more expensive, but the Mac Trim comes in at around $73. I love that it has the phone clamp because I still use this even when I'm just like on a call and I just want to be hands-free. But nonetheless, the ability to rotate your phone whichever way you want it, and in the event of when you do upgrade to a camera, this tripod will do absolutely everything you need it to do, and it stands up pretty high if you want to stand, but it also packs up really small if you are on the go. And so that's the tripod I would recommend for stabilization. Now, if you're getting value in this video, I'm having so much fun. Why don't you smash that like button? Thank you so much. And I wanted to ask you, what do you think about this setup? What do you think about spending $500 and not investing into a camera quite yet? And I did promise you that I will give you a setup that does include a camera, but let me know down in the comments below. Now, before I talk about the YouTube studio setup, all for $100 with the camera included, I wanted to tell you about our sponsor, which is rev.com. If you're seeing closed captions or subtitles on this video, it is because we are using rev.com. We use rev.com on a daily basis to quickly and accurately create closed captions on each of our YouTube videos. They also help with our videos' accessibility, SEO, and even increases our watch time and engagement. Rev even has features like foreign language captions, transcriptions, and more. Create a new account today and get a $10 credit to your account, and just go to thinkrev.com to check out all the information. Now, for the second part of this video, I wanted to talk about a YouTube studio setup that included a camera that is for $500, has audio, has lighting, has a camera, has a tripod. Now, I already did a video on a $100 YouTube studio setup, so I would encourage you go check that video out. But with $100, that leaves you with $400 left to invest into a camera. And the camera I would recommend you look into is the Canon SL2. This is an incredible DSLR camera. It's essentially the smallest DSLR camera on the market, but is an incredible camera. And I was looking around on OfferUp and eBay, and you can totally snag this camera for around $400, which I think is awesome. And really what makes this camera great for not only beginners, but for specifically for YouTubers, number one is there's a flip out screen. Being able to see yourself, I think, is very important and is awesome. Number two, has incredible autofocus. It has face tracking, so you can tap on your face and it'll follow your face in focus no matter what you're doing or how you're moving. Secondly, it has a mic jack input, so if you want to plug in a mic to better the audio, you can do that with the SL2. And more than anything, you can also upgrade the lens as you feel the fit to do so. But if you were to take it from me, like I mentioned earlier in this video, I would actually invest in lighting and audio and stabilization. So I would leave it up to you to decide how you're gonna invest this $500. Few things I think it's notable mention is in the $100 YouTube video, it's a specific tripod for a smartphone. So obviously getting a tripod for a camera. And then secondly is an SD card. You're gonna want an SD card to go into the Canon SL2. So a little bit of things that you're gonna wanna buy in addition to just the camera. Something to think about. But if you want to check out that $100 YouTube studio setup, you can check that out by clicking or tapping the screen. If you want to check out another video from Think Media, you can do the same. And I can't wait to see you in a future one. Peace.